And every Tuesday, we bring you the latest political news.
And today, Rochelle joins us with today's headlines. Rochelle?
Well, all right. Thanks, Kyle and Stephanie. Today, we're going to actually begin with what some are calling a preview of the 2016 presidential race. Hillary Clinton and Jeb Bush may come from two very different political backgrounds, but the two were able to put their differences aside yesterday at a Dallas conference to discuss education. First up for the night was Jeb Bush. The former Florida governor co-hosted the Globalization of Higher Education Conference and discussed the many global challenges to education.
Higher education in America has a growing affordability problem, while billions in the developing world struggle with accessibility.
As the host, Bush didn't have much time to give any formal remarks, but this didn't stop political pundits from speculating that the event was a preview of the coming 2016 presidential race, which many think may include Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton. And in her address, Clinton echoed a concern sounded by Bush that higher education is becoming less affordable and attainable for young Americans. The former Secretary of State also called for more diverse paths to education, arguing that too many young people aren't working or in school.
I worry that we're closing the doors to higher education in our own country. So this great model that we've had that has meant so much to so many is becoming further and further away from too many.
Clinton and Bush didn't appear on stage together, but Clinton thanked Bush at the beginning of her remarks, recalling his focus on education as Florida governor. Indiana is the first state to technically abandon the Common Core education standards once embraced by over 40 states. Indiana's governor signed a bill giving that state its own standards, although they are similar to the Common Core. Other states, including Florida, have similar bills in the works to approve state standards that vary somewhat but largely follow the Common Core model. That's not enough independence, though, for some critics who are critical of the Common Core. In Florida, activists are now bashing the state's choice of a firm to develop the replacement test for FCAT. Some are upset that the firm tailors a few of its research and service products towards gay and lesbian youth. In Iowa, a state Senate candidate said that her farm background in castrating hogs gives her experience needed to cut the pork out of Washington. Republican Joni Ernst is making her pitch to voters in a new ad, saying it's time to make Washington's big spenders squeal.
I'm Joni Ernst. I grew up castrating hogs on an Iowa farm, so when I get to Washington, I'll know how to cut pork.
Ernst is a state senator and a lieutenant colonel in Iowa's National Guard, and she's actually been endorsed by Mitt Romney.
So when will she get a chance to actually see what voters think of her proposals?
Well, Iowa actually holds its Senate primaries on June 3rd, so I guess we'll have to wait till then to see.
Thanks, Rochelle. Hopefully the Senate candidate brings her strong will to Washington and not her clippers.
We'll have to see.